Competing and prepping for a sport is one of the single greatest life experiences, at least for me. I've always been like an athletic person since like I was conscious and alive enough to realize that I was alive. From like 11, 12, 13 years old, I've been doing some type of sport. I've been doing weightlifting, or I played volleyball like on a national level. I've been doing combat sports like boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, stuff like that. And all of my favorite periods, not like most optimal, not biggest like improvement periods, I'm just talking about like favorite periods, have been when I played a sport and I just only cared about playing a sport. And I'm in a very big improvement period right now, and I'm not only focusing on a sport, and I'm going to tell you the sport that I'm in a second because it's actually very niche and interesting. Now's the biggest improvement period of my life. And I'm also progressing a ton in the sport that I'm doing, which is arm wrestling. In October, I'm going to be competing inside of arm wrestling, and I'm going to do a tournament, and I'm probably going to win, to be entirely honest. I'm pretty confident in that. Look at these fucking guns. Look at that fucking pronator. Anyways, waking up and thinking about training and bringing your friends over to help you train, or going with your teammates, or going with family members, or traveling to competitions, or any of these things, or even talking about the sport, experiencing the sport, visualizing how you're going to win and the moves you're going to use and all of these different things. It's such like a wholesome life experience. And I think the reason is because once you get good at a sport, you feel like you're in complete control. And this is something that I felt very strongly with volleyball and a little bit with wrestling, was I felt like I was good enough to where I could control reality in a certain way, to where I could just picture something happening and then I could go out and do it, and it would be absolutely flawless. I remember sometimes when I would play volleyball, I would jump up in the air, and as I'm getting ready to hit a ball, like to swing down and like to score, as I'm getting ready to hit a ball, I would see everything go in slow motion, and I would see like lines crossing. And I don't know if this actually happened, but that's how I remember it. And I would see lines, and everything would be slow, and I would hit. Like it was literally like an anime. It was so cool, such an amazing feeling. With wrestling, I would see angles, and I could literally see, like, not like physically see, but almost in a weird way, I could physically see where somebody's weight was, like where their balance point was. So I knew where to move and knew what to do and all of these things. I'm going to turn my monitor back up, for fuck's sake. I have so much glare in my glasses. This footage looks like shit. Hold on. Wait. I think everyone can benefit from participating in more sports, or being more physical, or even just doing the thing that they enjoy. For me, my absolute love is playing sports, is being active. For you, it might be something completely different. It might be art, or it might be music, or creating YouTube videos, or whatever. I like making YouTube videos also, but honestly, if I could choose between making YouTube videos and arm wrestling, I'd probably arm wrestle, just as an example. But I just want to share this as like one of the best periods of my life, and one of the things that I think that most guys can relate to. I think a lot of guys who are like very physical, like fitness driven, or like just very like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say daring, because it can also be said as stupid. Guys who like being hit in the head, guys who like being slammed, like in wrestling or in sports. I feel like we can all relate to this.